Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts, I'm confused, and I watched the movie You Got Served with the tagline, if you want respect, you've got to take it. Now, as a fat white guy, I can't dance, so especially not, I can't pass the moves that they can, so it really didn't, this movie didn't do it for me, It's cool and all, that they can dance like that, but I don't care for the music, I don't care for the dances, so, yeah. And the people, like Lil Kim, I don't know who the fuck she is. The first time that I've heard of her was in the South Park episode, You've Got Served, where, where Stan got served, and then it was on, and then, they had to recruit Butters with his tap dancing skills. But that's, in that one they had also a Lil Kim, but that's it, otherwise I don't know who the fuck she is. That just like some Wade or whatever his name is, that's choreographical dancers, I've worked with NSYNC and Britney Spears and Pink and Maya and whatever, I don't know who the fuck you are. I know those people except for the last one, but I don't know who the fuck you are. So let's just start with the movie You Got Served. Well, I'll serve you the review for this movie. We see some kind of a court, think about a basketball court or something like that, maybe, but I don't know how you call it, where they do that dance shit. It's not really a studio. But we see, people jump and the group dance off begins. The group dance off begins. It's time for the Jesus Christ. It's time for the other crew to bust some moves, and Jesus Christ, this review is already fucking shit. Some moves. First team goes, then the second team goes, first team. It's a bit of, obviously it's a bit of back and forth, And eventually, we see Steve Harvey, who plays apparently in this movie. He's at time, with a flag, and he comes on the court. Then he lets the audience decide, who is better through the amount of noise that they make. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Watch the movie yourself. This movie wasn't really interesting for me. I just watched it because, like I said, South Park made an episode kind of about using this movie. So obviously I want to see the movie. I love South Park, so and also because Dash Reacts, subscribe to his channel. He does some South Park reviews, and he gives you very good back knowledge, about knowledge about the episode. Oh, this is a reference to this, and this is from that, and this from that, and that's from that. Oh, and this from that. Very nice, I'm subscribed to his channel, love his videos. So subscribe to Dash Reacts if you love South Park, and just subscribe and watch all his videos, because he is really smart. In my opinion, he is really smart, Also, if something Japanese comes up, he translates it because he lives in Japan. So, he isn't Japanese himself, but he lives in Japan. So, it's nice to finally also get the translations on some things, which is pretty fun. That's it. Let's go back to the movie. There was a very stupid thing that happened in here, and that is, don't turn off somebody's phone that's not yours, because in the scene, L, he had to do a job, and he needed D, and D was on a date with L's sister, and she turned off D's phone, so now L couldn't get to D, and he got jumped and lost the money from the guy that they work for, and that's not some good shit. So just don't turn off the phone, because if she didn't turn off the phone, he wouldn't been jumped, because probably D said, oh, I have to do the job, I had to go. But no, she had to turn off the fucking phone. So don't turn off the fucking phone from somebody that's not your fucking, from somebody else, Don't turn off somebody else's phone. Because you don't know what the fuck happens in their lives, maybe it's something, very critical, like, maybe like you have a child, that they are children, so they don't have children themselves, but if you're an adult, maybe they have children and something happens to them. Yeah, what then? Maybe, just don't do this kind of shit. Overall, this movie was okay. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Like I said, I didn't really care for it, but watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend, good show, download movie, dance, relate movie, download in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, comment on Discord, and I'll see you guys later for Star Wars Episode 6. Return of the Sith? I don't know. But subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys also later for the Twilight Zone Season 3 episode 80. 19. Episode 19. I'll see you guys next time.